Welcome back, guys, to Golden Sun Dark Dawn, as we've reached the town of Harapa after being completely cut off from everything past, with Reef now part of the party, dowsing things as we go. We gotta check out the ruins next, though it seems we need something from some other location, then maybe find out what's in the Labyrinthian structure below. Well, that's how we consider it anyway. Well, first of all, let's keep continuing to explore the town, because we can jump over here that we couldn't before. Well, there seems to be holes in this roof here. What's with that? What building am I in? Well, something that can destroy a block would be a nice thing. We could try fireballing it. Maybe that'll blow it up. It's blown up other things, but to be honest, it seems like I'd need a smash or something to be able to find what's in there. Another synergy that we have not yet got. There seems to be goodies in Harapa. Not necessarily stuff that we can reach at any one time. Right, let's get back down again. And check out the ruins area proper. Right, now what's there? Anything good? Anything cool? What's that noise? What did someone do that made that noise? The shoop kind of noise. That's what's interesting me. Alright, so a massive ruins where we've recently just, of course, got ourselves another gin anyway. So that's not bad. Ah, logs. So by the look of it, we need to fill this area with water, as was kind of hinted at before, so that things here can float and a path can be reached through. There's probably not anywhere to go forward for now until we have the power to do exactly that. But how are we going to get to? Maybe by smashing something? I don't know. It runs on from here after all. Down this way. So the source of the water's kind of got to come from somewhere past there. Somewhere over here-ish. How to get there, up there that is another story. And maybe it's reached from there as well. Definitely something to do. But maybe we need something like the fortune tellers of woe betide, get away from me kind of guys told us about. Okay, I guess visiting the city wasn't all that bad. So Reef, where to next? Up and over the Kirin Mountains. Kraden and I once tried to go over the peaks, but we couldn't make the crossing. What? But I thought there was a way through. We need to go north to Belinsk. Kraden knew of a way. We just weren't able to take it. Lados said that he knew of a way over the mountains, one that would be treacherous. We will likely find the answer in the mountain town of Passaj. So we can cross over in this Passaj place? Most likely, but the path to Passaj is the only way up the mountain range. Once there, surely we'll find the answer for how to go down the other side to Belinsk. I'm sure that we'll figure this out with your help, Reef. Now let's head up to the mountains. Mind you, there's definitely stuff here. But maybe we just do not have the tool or device to be able to get it. Whatever it is we're missing. Alright, let's check the map once again. Ah, this water drain from whatever this is that might be leading into the town as well, to be fair. Kobold and a ghost. Let's do the HP testing. Only we can do. They withstand 3 attacks. Right, Chills Master Hunter Sword's critical strike. I seem to learn that fairly fast. No one hit as hard, so it's about learning weapon mastery, isn't it, really? Power charge worked quite nicely though. I'll take that. Reef has reached level 11. It'd be nice if we could get a gigantic blizzardish kind of spell at this point. Alright, we're not making it further forward that way. But when we come to weird little places like that, that's when we're wondering if a djinn might be in a battle with us. So we kind of hope that that might happen. Let's continue dousing the enemy party. We know pixies don't have too much. Right, we learned critical strike. That's not bad. Lowest some agility there. They got to cast sleep on us? Well, Karis and Matthew are asleep. That sucks. Now Reef might be asleep as well. Ah, Tyril's the only one unaffected. Everyone's attacking us while we're asleep. You're the only one. You're the only one. Save us with a starburst. You're sleeping, guys. That's how to do it. Oh, Tyril. I'm glad you woke from your slumber there, Reef. Karis has reached level 12. Karis learns sleep. So learn what you get bestowed upon you. Heatwave is learned as well. Sleep bomb and a nut gained. Well, now we can do unto others what they did to us. Alright, so from there, it looks like the only way is this way. For now. A mole, a kobold, more and more. To be honest, it's just better to just go. Why don't you use Heatwave, actually? Let's use Heatwave instead. When he attacks one opponent, strike them over when we heat onto one. The Starburst tends to always do a fair bit, and then we can cool them down after the fact. Tends to do a fair bit of damage, that. I mean, it is a fire spell after all. They get a double attack, that's not fair. Right, one of our opponents is down. Let's just cast a fresh breeze. Make sure everyone's nice and topped up. So we move on to our next fight. Now, what's this place? Oh, I didn't even mean to go in it. I don't want to check the place out first, you know? Oh, it's Passaj, is it? Well, to the east is Quacho and to the southwest is Harapa. What's the card show? Should we go into them bit by bit? Or should we... Yeah, this is the question. Should we go into them in the order that the game is kind of setting out for us? Or just ignore the game and go to a place that sounds more interesting? There's got to be something that stops us doing the climb, do you know what I mean? It did say it's a treacherous path after all. Well, we'll just keep attacking for now. It'll be good after all. We learned Vorpal Slash. And that's why we're meleeing. We could just plasma them all after all. Right, that's Calocho. Right now, southwest is Eufei. Am I skipping a bit here? And I do not wish to skip. Probably should have looked into it. Alright, we learned Vorpal Slash. It seems to attack both parties. Nice. Doesn't Tyril's weapon have Vorpal Slash as well? You get some nice AoE damage just from melee from that. And it's all the Howl abilities that just make melee attacking so attractive. Ah, let's go back. Why would it give us access to it? There's got to be something that stops us doing the climb. It's the only way I can see it, really. The middle one might survive. Oh, especially because they're defending. Plasma doesn't do too much damage, though. Tyril mastered the Hunter's Sword. The other one's gone down. The defender isn't going to attack us though, so we're all good there. You want to master your blade, Karis? Nope. Nope. Either way, a little bit of extra grinding isn't too bad. Going to forest is never bad as well, because you never know when you might find a djinn randomly. A singular ghost. Gale Force is what Tyril has. A super fast attack by the look of it. I like how Tyril's hands up in the air, celebrating away. I won! I won! What is it with Passaj that means we can't actually use it as a Passaj? That's what I'm really wondering. Well, for starters, there's nothing here. This looks like an elevator. If I had to ask, or be asked, what I thought it was. Alright, so more kobolds here. Go Bolts! Ah, we reached level 13 and learned Ragnarok? I thought that was an end game kind of spell. Reef has learned Drench, so that's cool as well. Level 12 too. So Matthew's 13. He's getting older all the time, these boys. And lady. Looks like I've got to fall down onto that. Ragnarok, single target DPS of niceness. A ladder has been cut. It must have happened when Passaj was attacked by Cacho soldiers. Oh really? Was it? That only falls you down to there? How can I get to that chest? Well, that's a lot of enemies. We now have Ragnarok, which is interesting, but we're obviously going to want to choose to nuke to oblivion our enemies at this point. Alright, and you learnt Drench, didn't you? I don't know where I'm getting too much damage onto. Or too little. And if there's a big wave of ghosts, I want to take them down, don't I? I only took down the two middle ones. Ah. Drench is only going to hit one of them. Alright, Ghost 1 is down, sure. Should probably cast that Fresh Breeze now. If we're going to finish the job with one more strike. Well, there's a team of ghosts down. But that's why we have Synergy. For the mass AoE times. One would question how we, fall down to there then. Or get through to it. What's this? Woo! Well, I'm doing something. There's weird blocks and they do stuff. I can't move it. They go woo. Does it let us through though? Pixies in a massive group. Of course I want to attack Pixie 3 first. Apart from that, it's going to be one of the guys on the outside edges that live. Oh, that worked. As I say, can you use Flare Wall? They can't even survive that much. Earthquake does barely anything, because of course they're flying. Why did I even try? Flare Wall will do the job, though. I should just attack on a group of them, should I? Alright, level 13 for 2 of our party members again. Gaining a gamut of stats. Give us more. Whoop, wherever that's going. Alright, wind advisory. Dangerous paths ahead. Very high chance of powerful gusts. Bogho, the Passaj safety board. Who is Bogho? Bogho, this young man helps his grandfather, Bogho, look after Passaj. He lost his parents at an early age and has since devoted himself to serving the people of Passaj. A good guy. Well, I can block things for now, that's for sure. I know you're going to keep pushing me like that, but it's fine. I'm just fearful I'm going the right way, wrong way. So that was falling down. Are you baggy by any chance? What's everyone doing? Welcome to our Zol mine. Zol. We gather all the floating Zol stones that we can find. And send them higher on the updrafts in here. Zol floats on the wind, you know. Well, I'm trying to figure out what Zol is. Zol, this unique mineral, also called floating stone, floats in the air when touched by the wind. Okay then. The ancients used wind synergy or something to get these Zol stones off the ground. Wish I could do that. Float them some more, yeah? Ah, so, wait, so you're saying... Yes, you are saying that. I can boost all of them regardless of where they are, just by doing that. That will then enable me to... While the whirlwind's still on it. Oh, okay. Well, you know, I would get to it at one point. There's a djinn! This place is a pit. The path back to town is often blocked off because of strong gusts of wind. What time to get us to that town then, I guess? More to the point, time to get ourselves a djinn. Alright, so that pulls us out to a different area. Kind of got to figure they might be linked up somehow, though. I was gonna say, will this get blown away after that? No, it's blocking a little bit, but that blocks me too. I'll just push it away then. Can this help me jump somewhere that I'm unaware of? I couldn't jump over to it at all. I can still push it though. By the look of it, that needs to be over to there. Now that'll bust up there, allowing it to go up that way? Okay. I'll believe whatever you say, Block. Especially if you lead to an artifact or some such. Which you do. The blow mace has been given to Karis. Right, what is it and how good is it? Can't be equipped by you. Can be equipped by many other people though. Boost attack damage for quite a few people. Obviously, I think you should have it, sir. Have the blow mace. We're the only one not carrying an artifact at the moment in terms of weaponry. They've got their nice unleash effects, haven't they? Right, so we should be on the other side of that djinn. Hello. Oh, no, you don't like me? You wish to do battle, do you, Venus Genie? Alright, well if that's the case... Everyone attack him! Oh. I didn't want you to dodge, though. I want you to take everyone's attack damage so that on the next attack round I can use Gus to maybe attack you twice and take you down. Which isn't going to happen, obviously. Because say, we'll defeat him on the next attack round. That's for sure. Well, another djinn is ours. Well, even if this is the right way, wrong way, right way, right way, wrong way. Another djinn's never bad. The Venus Genie Bark joined you in Sector Matthew. Bark, this tough spirit is first met on the Passaj mountain climb. Bark's rough hide can protect allies like a shield. It was good when I'd made sure that we weren't missing anything. It was like, oh, I've got everything. That's nice. When I checked the missions checklist. If we got everything, then there's no problem, is there? Not a worry in the world. So basically, if I keep playing the game in just a normal gameplay fashion of kind of trying to check everything out, I shouldn't have to refer, really. That should be good. Let's get the dowsing done. I was thinking it might need a bit more to kill the middle one in the end. Oh, Reef's getting ganged up upon. Expecting to take 2, that's for sure. I think it's time for me to quickly heal up again. No reason to be so low. That'll do me. Oh, his body is down. Alright, so there's a place to use growth there. But I've kind of missed it. Hopefully this doesn't take me too far down. Or it takes me to exactly the right place I need to be. So okay, a shortcut up there. There's a way even higher up. Interestingly enough. Why do I keep going higher? Because I'm just wondering if there's a way to bring down a lift. However, there's a fire gin right there. Ah, I'm missing everything as I go. Now, this is the town itself, and there's a fire gin on the outskirts of it all. Wait, isn't that... That would be enough, but unfortunately, because of the way the gin set would be, I wouldn't be able to do anything with it. And we missed the treasure chest all the way down the bottom. Well, this place looks interesting. Seems I have to feed it underneath things? I have to be able to cast Frost. Seems to be the key here, doesn't it? Right. I wonder what that treasure chest at the bottom was. We'll get it. I'm expecting to have to climb down the place, but there's an elevator. I know there's an elevator, which is why I kept heading up. I'm kind of going, if I set the elevator, then I can get back down again. We've climbed all the way to the mountain town of Passaj. I can't wait to see it again. Now follow me to the very spot that Kraden believed was the only way across the peak. Something tells me we won't have whatever's needed. We're almost to the passage that Kraden believed would lead across the Kirin Mountains. Come on, it's just up ahead. We can come back to explore Passaj later. It's literally taking us straight away from the town. Passaj Cloud Platform. So this is the way across the Kirin Mountains. What? But we're so high in the clouds that there's nowhere else to go! Nonetheless, this is the spot that Kraden believed was the key to crossing over. That's impossible. We're at the very top of this mountain. How can we go anywhere from here except back down? If only we had a saw wing with us. Uh-oh, saw point. Interestingly, we haven't even done that for some reason. Whatever the mountain rock is what gives its invention its gliding power. If trained, Adepts can use a saw wing to fly with high precision, but we need 4 of them, wouldn't we? But here's the crux of the matter. See that mountain across the sky? That's Craggy Peak. Kraden says that's the ancient ancestors of us Adepts lived there. At Craggy Peak? They were known as the Jedi. Our ancestors lived there and many other places across Weyard. I just wonder if that's supposed to literally be very close to Jedi. To be fair. Jedi. In ancient times, those who could use synergy were known as the Jedi. With their powers and their understanding of alchemy, the Jedi created a great civilization which all faded when alchemy proved too dangerous to the ancient world. We also haven't got the entry for Weyard done. The world of Weyard is a flat disc-like planet composed... Flat Earth! We're not doing theories like that. They're not theories, they're just proved. Disc-like planet composed of the base elements Earth, Wind, Fire, and Water. This is a flat Earth. The elemental forces of alchemy, once sealed away, have returned to Weyard, bringing new life but also destruction. The Genii that lived on that peak were known as the Neox, and they looked over this part of the world. While the Genii ruled all civilization with their powers, those who lived on what is now called Craggy Peak were called the Neox. Neox worked with the Exafi to create the alchemy machines, but when alchemy vanished from the world, so did the Neox. Did Kraden think that the Neox used their powers to travel between here and there? Exactly. He thinks they could create some sort of sky passage between the peaks. The Neox Genii worked with the ancient people of Passaj to create a machine that could manipulate the clouds. Kraden said that such machines were based on alchemy principles. The one in Passaj is called the Alchemy Forge. Which is, this ancient machine was built by the Neox and is powered by the element of fire. It is thought to create wondrous things. Oh, show us the way to this machine then. It's not so simple. Kraden couldn't figure out how to get Passaj's Alchemy Forge running. But Kraden is a genius. How can we succeed when he couldn't? A genius? We have to figure it out. There's no other way to reach Belinsky and catch up with Kraden. Not to mention getting to Morgal to find that feather. If only we hadn't run into those fiends in the cave. Hey, Blados had a direct hand in forcing us into the south part of Angara. Why is that masked man tagging along with him? You know that guy who wanted to know if we had the glyph book? He has the same colour of hair as yours. He was eager to send us south to find you, Reef, not Kraden. From what I could gather, it seemed that Kraden suspected his true identity. I get the feeling they know each other pretty well. That would explain why Kraden was so willing to part ways. Well, I can't imagine that they'd be friends, but old allies, perhaps? I trust Kraden, but I can't trust anything about that masked man or Blados. I don't see how this helps us get across the sky. Now, if only we had a saw wing! Too bad that ours is broken. Of course, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that. And all we have is an ancient legend about a machine that could make a cloud passage. I wish I'd pried more details from Kraden when we were last here. No use fretting about it now. I guess we'll just have to investigate this ourselves. That's the only way we'll get to that peak. So you have nothing but a dusty Genii legend to go on? That's all, just a Genii and a fabled cloud passage to Craggy Peak. Craggy Peak! This mountain was once home to the Neox. The ancient but highly advanced civilization created many remarkable devices. Seems like it's going over the same things, if you know what I mean. What? Have you had another thought, Reef? There was one more reason Kraden gave up on getting to that peak. No fire adept. He said we didn't have a wide enough variety of synergy to start the Alchemy Forge. Variety? What kinds of synergy did you think you needed? I don't know. Well, who else came here with you and Kraden? Just my sister, Noel, and we're both water adepts. Then maybe we have a chance because we cover all types of elemental energy. You might be right. And let's find that Alchemy Forge, Reef. I'm sure that we'll create that cloud passage to Craggy Peak in no time. I didn't notice it before. Things feel a little different from when I was last here. This place is brimming with synergy power now. Can't you feel it? I'm certain it wasn't like this before. Changes in the wind. The key to all of this is in Passaj. Let's head back to town then. I'm sure we'll uncover the secret there. Well, you were the one who dragged us up here, but I guess it makes more sense to tell us the objective before you send us forward. And you think? Alright, so why can't we enter here? Meeting in session, entry prohibited. You block it with a sign. And it works well. We often speak of the ancient times here, young ones. The people of Passaj owe much to our ancestors, the Exafi, who were master craftsmen. The Exafi. This ancient people gained the respect of the world, even the Genii, with their craftsmanship. I was going to say crafty craftsmanship. Though the Exafi had no synergy, their skill made them partners with the Genii in creating things that used elemental power. The Exarfi owe just as much to people with special powers called the Genei. That was the third group of ancients we have heard of, known as the Fori. Who are they? I'm sure he's about to tell us, but... Encyclopedia. In ancient days, the Fori were those who had neither the synergy of the Genei, nor the craftsmanship of the Exarfi. The word Fori itself seems to be an ancient insult that meant simple people. They had neither special powers nor master craftsmanship. Sadly, the world laughed at them. I feel for the Fori now, for we have lost so much of the old ways. I feel for them being called what they were, considering what it constitutes. Well, there's many places to visit. Item shops, you know, the first place we want to stop. No matter what. Any new weapons, any new items. Master craftsmen they may be, they may not be. But it looks also like we have to sort out a little bit of puzzle for them. Except we need to put that in place to even get certain things in line. Yeah, I'd say that one just needs a straight line. Well, that said, I can't take it out of the area. Everyone's standing in the way for me to complete the puzzle. If only we get the Alchemy Forge working properly. My hammer is begging for action. If everything was in the way, I could probably do this for you. It's a barrel. There's nothing valuable inside. Right. That's like an interesting sword in the back. Tell a light. If I get this one pushed into place. No, I'm trying to push it. Which is going to go there. I've already made this a lot harder for myself. Push things into the wrong places, haven't I? Well, an Alchemy Forge you want working, do you? That I can make. Apart from that, got a little genie floating around in the background there. It's just a simple push block puzzle, guys. Maybe you could have lugged things out. I know you don't have move to move something that's against a thing like that, but still. I think you'll find it's probably working again now. Only we get the Alchemy Forge working properly. My hammer is begging for action. So do we have to charge it with synergy, maybe? Here's the real reason there's a town all the way up here. Because metal liquefies more easily at this altitude. Take it from an old metalworker like me, or discover it for yourself. Oh, wait a second. These things either need to be... have a synergy interact with them, or have something set in them. It's not as easy as a simple block puzzle. And it's not going to give me any items right now, either. Ah, you gits. I blame you. Right. I bet that puzzle resets now. No getting items here, then. Right, here's another one of these doors. We nabbed a bunch of captured soldiers when they last attacked, but our leader let them go. Passaj has never had a tradition of locking people up, so guard duty is more like watching paint dry. So I can figure out how to activate that. I mean, it could be any synergy, really. Or it could be a very specific synergy. But I don't think it's one of the ones we've got on us. Of course, we've got growth as well. We've got move. There's something going on there, but we need something else. Oh, yeah, let's go with where the Alchemy Forge is again. Oh, maybe we're about to learn what. This is the machine. Oh, this is the forge. I even tried to kind of talk. What is all this? So this is the ancient machine reef? Indeed it is. Now tell us everything. Don't keep us waiting. This is the Alchemy Forge. This doesn't look like any kind of forge I've ever seen. Forges are normally used to make weapons, and this one creates a cloud passage to Craggy Peak, huh? But the Alchemy Forge doesn't look like it works anymore. Perhaps it's broken? material. Throw a fireball at this spot marked with a flame. Can't stand it when Karis bosses me around. Just fire it up. She's a smart one, this one. Well, that's gave it some power. So that's the secret. It's not broken, just disconnected. Do you think we can get it running again? I don't know, it's awfully big. Maybe you're onto something, Karis. So what do you think, Matthew? Can we get the Alchemy Forge started? Big smiles! I completely agree! This chamber's crammed with parts that we can manipulate. Alright then, so where do we start, Hotshot? Don't ask Karis, she's the only one who started doing it. Are those blocks connecting the secret? Are those blocks the secret to reconnecting, not connecting the secret, the forge, Karis? I read ahead too much. She gets like this, just watch. No, she's clever. Leave her be. Just because you're impulsive type. I am watching, but I don't understand what she's doing. The lines of power broken. First, let's reconnect them throughout the chamber. Then we should fire up the forge again to see if the Alchemy Forge powers up. Yeah, what she said. We'll have this Alchemy Forge up and running again in no time. So let's reconnect all the power lines and throw another fireball, okay? It even has an entry for each synergy. Fireball synergy. This fire-based synergy concentrates ambient heat energy into a ball of flame that the user can use to incinerate a target. Very nice. Don't use it in Patch's place. Alright, so we now just need to... we don't have frost! It seems we're missing something. That we need. We can do this side. And we can reconnect the lines. But we're missing one synergy. So we need this one in first. Ah, here's a problem. Oh no, that's not a problem at all, it's fine. All I gotta do is move it up one. Push it from here. And then it will go up and in. That's the line sorted out. There's definitely more to it. Or is there? Who has tampered with the Alchemy Forge? Who are you intruders? Tell me at once! If you're with those terrible soldiers, don't bother trying to strong-arm me or my people. I may look old, but I'm a descendant of the ancients. Passaj will never cave to outsiders. We descendants of the Exarfi will band together, so I'll speak with the AFA king, but not yours. Excuse me, sir, but we're not who you think we are, though you and I have met before. What are you looking at, Gramps? Gramps? I'm an elder of Passaj. Call me that or by my name, Bogho. Anything else is disrespectful. Didn't we see Bogho before? I guess they get new bits to the entry. The elder of Passaj, like all descendants of the ancient Exarfi, is a blacksmith of great craftsmanship. He's stubborn and short-tempered, but devoted to protecting his people, especially against incursions from Kacho. Now, who lit this fire? Was it you? Look at the redhead one. One of you must be able to wield synergy. All of us can. We're adepts. Are you now? The adepts are descendants of the Janae, who reigned over the ancient world. I've heard the legends of the Janae, even the Neox of nearby Craggy Peak. I've also heard of the Exarfi, who were your ancestors of legend, right? How did you come to know all of this? I'm a student of alchemy. I once visited here with the scholar Kraden. Kraden, did you say? Is Kraden with you now? No, I'm sorry to say that he's not.
What a shame. He was an interesting old fellow and we parted ways too soon.
Kraden couldn't figure out how to restart your forge, but we Adepts have! Something tells me it's not fully complete.
You've certainly got the fires rolling again. The fires are blazing. Oh, the Alchemy Forge has been relit. This writing says that we need a critical part to control it.
What does it say?
What? It could be clearer. It says what it says.
We'll have to forgive our ignorance. It simply looks like a curious design to us. It all means something?
My, for Adepts it seems you know less than I'd expect.
What is that?
Ah! Soul Mask. That's what it says.
Soul Mask?
The Soul Mask. This ancient relic is said to be related to the Alchemy Forge in some way. Anything else, Gramps? You've got all the answers. Don't call me Gramps. It says that the machine can only be used once the Soul Mask is inserted here. Ah! And this mask is in the ancient Ouroboros labyrinth.
Oh, hello.
Ouroboros. That'll be a problem, given that the Ouroboros is below Casio Palace.
Indeed, we get sent somewhere else. The legendary labyrinth is said to be quite serpentine, ensnaring those who dare to enter its twists and turns, eating itself internally. Internally? Eternally? One of them. Are you sure we need the mask? The forge looks ready to go! Yeah, it's fine! Yes, I bet you're right. The ancients probably wanted to ensure that only the right people use it.
I'm certain that's why we need the mask. I only wish you would hear.
Bogho, what exactly is the Soul Mask?
You seem to have heard of the Neox on distant craggy peak who watch over this part of Angara.
The Neox with Janae, who helped build Harapa, AFA, and I guess the Ouroboros?
Yes, and Passaj. Ah, so few alive today know the secrets of those ancient times. I am one of them, and I rarely share secrets with outsiders, but since you know Kraden, I'll tell you more. I know of an old prophecy about what would happen if alchemy was restored to the world. And he also predicted that Adepts would come to restore our fallen civilization to its former glory. I have long hoped that such a thing would come to pass, but life here gets harder by the year. Those of us in the southern part of Angara owe what little we have to the ancient Neox. We live our meager lives amid the broken pieces of their long-dead civilization.
Those people who lived on Craggy Peak really made that much stuff, huh? It's hard to imagine that Neox could have done so much. It's so little is known of them. Those Neox sound fascinating. Janae all over ancient Weyard took their secrets with them.
I know nothing of Janae elsewhere, only of the Neox who guided the fate of our region from that peak. When the ancient Janae faded into history, so too did the Neox. I'm sure Kraden has told you that the ancients cut off the world's connection to alchemy.
Our parents told us all that powerful synergy was too tempting for the ancient people of Weyard, so they placed devices across the world to seal it up. As we now know, stopping the flow of synergy had terrible consequences.
Synergy is what sustains the world. Without it, everything began to decay.
Our parents were the ones who saved the world, the Warriors of Vale.
Those are your parents? Kraden told me all about the quest to save the world with the Golden Sun.
Kraden does like to talk about it, doesn't he? He's quite proud of the role he's played.
A noble soul, that Kraden, and you are the children of the Warriors of Vale. Remarkable.
How does all this relate to the Soul Mask?
Oh yes! The Neox created the Alchemy Forge just for the craftsmen of Passaj. But synergy was needed to keep the forge running.
So when the Neox vanished, Passaj couldn't use the Alchemy Forge anymore.
What a clever young man you are! Without synergy, our forge stops, and Passaj began its long and slow decline through the ages. When the Golden Sun emerged 30 years ago, we thought our forge might restart, but it didn't. I guess we simply needed the right Adepts to come along, but it's not yet at full strength, it seems. Get the Alchemy Forge fully functional, you don't need any more fire, that's for certain.
We need the soul mass, don't we?
Right, as you can see, that's exactly what we still need.
Why would the Neox require mass to operate the machine?
If I had to guess, it was to ensure that only their allies could get to the Neox City on Craggy Peak. And speaking of allies and enemies, Soul Mask is perilously close to our enemy, King Woe of Cao Shou.
He keeps trying to press it. The encyclopedia entry comes up. A military-minded ruler founded the new country of Cao Shou in the name of his home empire, Sana. He spends his days plotting how to take over more of Asia, and has mysteriously built his palace upon ancient ruins.
The Ouroboros is under distant Cao Shou Palace, from which King Woe is waging war on Passaj. Cao Shou has sent waves of soldiers to conquer Passaj. We fended off their attacks.
Obviously not that good then. Do you think that the Cao Shou soldiers are trying to get their hands on the Alchemy Forge? Or if they set up on ancient ruins, maybe? I don't know.
The very notion saddens me as well. What a terrible thing it would be!
And how could they do anything with it? What do you mean? Maybe they've got Adepts. Well, we Adepts could only start it up, and even now we still need the Soul Mass to actually use it. You know, that mass seems just as important to us as the people of Passaj. So it's twice as important to find that Soul Mask. Kraden did think this machine was very important. It does seem that Bogho and his people have fallen upon hard times without their forge.
We cannot ask you to enter the Ouroboros for our sakes. No, it is far too dangerous.
What is inside the Ouroboros?
It's a fiendish labyrinth. Its twisting, turning coils have ensnared all who dare enter it.
Gramps, that's some crazy story.
Stop calling me that. Nevertheless, it's all true. The Ouroboros is a maze filled with riches. Many treasure hunters have ventured inside. But none have ever returned. Not one in all these years.
Have any Adepts ever tried? Elder?
I don't believe so. Perhaps you could succeed. We of Passaj could never thank you enough. If you were able to restore our Alchemy Forge fully, and wouldn't the King of AFA be fascinated?
The King of AFA? Well, this is a lot of describing. King Paphos. Paphos? 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 The ruler of AFA is known as King Paphos. He has presided over a new era of prosperity brought by the restarting of AFA's alchemy well.
The people of AFA are also descended from the Exafe. They have their own ancient machine.
AFA is another one of these machines? This is called the Alchemy Well. The Alchemy Well, this ancient machine was built by the Neox to produce water in vast quantities.
The AFA machine started working suddenly about 20 years ago. AFA's growth has been explosive since then. I've been somewhat jealous. So my heart's desired to see our own Alchemy Forge at full strength again.
Where are you hurrying off to all of a sudden?
Before you leave Passaj, you must learn more at our meeting hall. We have ancient secrets to share. Please come outside, then climb the stairs on the side to reach it. I'll wait for you in our hall.
Right, the Alchemy Forge is activated, though there does seem to be more to it. I mean, these watery frost-type segments on the ground hint to much more. We're finding outside, and with us obviously having to go off towards AFA and Cao Shou soon. Tune in next time for more Golden Sun Dark Dawn, as we enter and find out the secrets from the Elder. Gobbo, Grandpa! Bye-bye.